So how agents, what are they talking about? How do they feel about it? Are they scared? Are they afraid? Are they embracing?
I think it's all over the map right now, and I think it's I think I don't know that anybody has a direct position. I do think that, as I've said, I think the agent will stay at the involved in the transaction, and I think artificial intelligence can help with valuation, some pricing. We'll see how it affects the mortgage. I think it could have a greater effect in the underwriting in the mortgage business and the efficiency that's there, because that can be a cost-effective business, and it could make that much more efficient to get closings and approvals and quicker, and appraisals and things faster. I think to the agent, I see early adoption of things like ad writing, being a little bit more descriptive.
Right.
I think longer term, from a marketing perspective, I think it could do a lot of creative things that could, you're seeing better more than I, but products and programs that can lay over here's a photo of a kitchen, so give me, if I wanted to remodel this kitchen, what would the estimate of price be, and what would that look like? Right. And I think as we get to more 3D, where you can really, and virtual, and you can walk through the idea of a house and a plan. Right. Talked to a friend of mine who has a large national building company this weekend, and they're putting a lot of money into this virtual 3D aspect so that they can be online, because they feel that they can get people into a showroom floor, and they have a great point of sale program, and technology's based. But if he feels if he can get them so that their online experience is to really feel and see the house, then it can increase, and that would be good for agents if all these things come to play, so that an agent could be more efficient. There is that. People forget that process today is, okay, I want to go look at houses, I'm going to go touch and feel. And how many homes am I going to look at? How many are available? And we're in a tight inventory market today, right? So there's not as many to look at. Right. But in a normal market, you might go into a school district and looking at 10, 15 houses. It's a long day. You can't remember which is which. And how does that help that whole process just to, move things along?
So, we see it kind of on two fronts too, similar to what you're saying, is that from an agent point of view and broker, we see them really leveraging kind of the AI around content generation. Whether it's, I wouldn't say start with a blank slate and let ChatGPT write your property description, but give the basics and then let it come in and fill in the blanks for you, right? Or give more color, or your social media posts, and so helping with content.
Well, I think that'll be a big way, because it's that's where agents need the help, and it's time consuming
for them,
and it's time consuming for even we have a full I think 80-person marketing department. It's time consuming for them because of all the different projects that they're working on. And so if that technology can allow.
But it's so easy to get carried away and just copy and paste, and it's a terrible thing. Actually, Google can track that you are copy paste the ChatGPT, and it will harm your ad.
Well, it's similar on what you were saying about the 3D too, as we had recently announced here our generative AI, which, like, once we turn this room into data, we know the dimensions, the size, the height, the width, the type of material, everything about this table, that fixture there with the flowers, and you can then imagine this room not decorated in, say, modern farmhouse or mid-century modern. Exactly. Right? And from an agent point of view, a lot of people aren't visual, and so they go into a home and they're like, boy, that's kind of an ugly house. And we're like, yeah, but imagine if it looked like this. And once you turn the house into data, you then can actually see it.
No, I think that's exciting, especially in some of those storms that are coming. We take the sort of macroeconomics of the world we're in. We all know we've got an inventory issue, and we've got an affordability issue, no matter where we are. Then coupled with old housing stock and a population that isn't growing right now. So when you look and whether it's lenders or whether it's developers or whether it's builders saying, how much more product do I put out there? Where's the risk reward on it? And then we've got a lot of housing stock that is mid-century and older that people have a really hard time envisioning. What could that look like? And you do get to that point if you've got the dimensions and you can see it, not just somebody showing, well, I could make it look like this. You can see it, and then even get to the point of really, with virtual reality, being able to walk around it before. It could help home builders. It could help some of that older housing stock get a greater value. It could help even sellers say, well, how much more, if I put that renovation in because it's what somebody wants today,
Mm-hmm.
how much more money could I potentially sell my house for if I
Right.
made that investment? Because is the psychology of the buyer today, I don't want to put the sweat equity and time in. I want what I want now. So I think that's one area that it could really help us, because we know all those things are true.
Mm-hmm.
Like by gut, we know we can today, a real estate agent can walk in a house and tell you, if you put this design of a kitchen into this older home, you open this wall, make it more contemporary, we'll get you more money.
Yeah.
But it's that confidence first of the agent to say, well, what substantiates that confidence other than my gut?
Mm-hmm.
And it's not my money I'm spending.
Right.
Right.
And two, that seller is sitting in the house going, really?
Yeah.
But I'm leaving, and you want me to upgrade the kitchen, and this is where I raised my kids, and I lived, and 30 years ago, this was the best kitchen in town. and so if you could visualize that and give people confidence, that
Right.
could really help what I think could be a challenging housing, not a crisis, just a affordability issue and a marketability issue. So I love that. That's
they're not building as well. New home sales are up now because interest rates, and the tight inventory in the existing homes. But yeah, it's hard to imagine if I blow out this wall right here, what would this look like? Is it really worth $15,000 to me to put into it versus just?
And most people don't have that vision.
No,
No.
they can't visualize it. So.